Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
All right, I just did something that shocked Heather Abraham.
Oh my gosh, I can't even.
So you proudly showed me on your phone that you have zero things unread or anything.
Well, yeah, because I just got an email and it says one unread email, and I said, well, let me delete that.
And then I asked her, where do you even see that on your phone? Like, where's the notification?
Wait, hold on, I'm taking deep breaths here. Okay,
so I looked. Now, I have to say, these are two email accounts put together. Okay. So it's a work email account and like the email account. Like when you sign up for something, you have to give them an email. So anyhow, but I have 8,329 unread emails. Which Heather nearly fell off her chair.
What? How do you even go through your day knowing that that's there, unread?
I'm okay with it.
What are you missing out on?
No, I feel like it's the charge against this.
You have power over the situation.
I don't want all those emails. I don't want it, So anyway, I mean, I read the important work emails, of course, and viewer emails, but like those offer emails and, when you sign up for something.
You don't need 40% off of whatever it is.
I mean, look. Here's what we need. We need wine.
Yeah, okay.
And there's a reason why we have wine here today. It is yesterday was National Wine Day, but it was Memorial Day. And it didn't seem appropriate to celebrate National Wine Day on Memorial Day.
So we're doing it today.
We're doing it today and we have a nice white. So cheers to you, my friend.
And I actually have something to celebrate. And
that's true, yeah.
I got news early this morning that our dear friends, Jake and Liz, just had their first baby, a little girl, 6 pounds, 5 ounces. So congratulations to them. They happen to be Sonny's godparents, so we're very close with them, and this is such wonderful news for them.
Congratulations to them.
So congrats and cheers.
Cheers.
Liz will be able to drink soon.
All right. And you have to take, when you cheers, you have to take a drink,
right,
actually.
Where's bad luck, right?
All right, you know what else it is?
Yum.
It is National Paper Airplane Day. So Heather and I both got a lesson from one of our colleagues here, Chris Stillion, right before we
So he
started.
said, fold the paper in half.
He said, fold the paper in half, yeah.
I learned something today doing this from Chris that I did not know.
The double fold.
It was a step that I was missing.
Right.
So you fold the paper in half, then fold down your corners.
Fold down the corners, and then fold it once, like diagonally. But then you do it again diagonally.
Yeah.
And that provides, I think, it makes it even more aerodynamic. So we're going to find out here whether we've learned anything at all from Chris Stillion.
Wait, how did you, see now okay, this way.
See?
That's
like
great.
this.
See, and I had always done the first fold wrong.
We're going to do it right now.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
That was not bad.
Should we see if this one, I mean, it's done the same way. Let's see if it goes farther, if I can.
Okay. I got another one that I folded right before we came on.
How do you fold it twice?
You fold the crease down and then you fold it again.
Just like you're running out of time doing this. Please hurry up.
I didn't know you were going to make paper airplanes.
The
what are you
people
guys
at home
doing?
have been turning the channel now because you guys.
Oh,
that one's good.
That was not bad.
Okay, here we go.
Chris Stillion knows what he's talking about.
All right.
Heather.
Well, how about
that? Was great. Heather's went the farthest. You could not see, but Heather's went the farthest. And anyone tuning in right now is like, they're drinking wine and making paper airplanes.
They have left us, I'm pretty sure.
To this program.
Thank you, Chris Stillion, for your words of wisdom today.
Yeah, fun. All right, well, lots of people are very interested as things get reopened. What is safe to do?
Right.
What can they really do? And so we found a list to sort of offer some information about, things that you might be thinking about doing and ways that you can do it to make it even safer.
Yeah. So this was done by National Public Radio, who interviewed some experts and got answers, and that brings us to today's list. And up first, the question is, how about attending a backyard barbecue maybe with one other household?
Yeah,
is this
interesting.
safe?
Yeah. And so the experts that they interviewed say this is low to medium risk, but there's a couple things to keep in mind. They're saying avoid sharing food, drinks, and utensils. Like truly make it a bring your own party.
Right.
And then also think about alcohol, because if you serve alcohol, then chances are someone's going to want to go inside and use your bathroom, and that's a different thing. That is not high risk, but it could add to it.
Right.
So something to think about. All right.
So the other thing is indoor dining at a restaurant. Now, we are not allowed to do this just yet here in parts of Western PA. That may be changing here soon for many counties, but right now, You can't. And so their take on it, medium to high risk.
And the reason being, even if you space people apart, you tend to linger in a restaurant a little bit longer because you want to enjoy the atmosphere. That increases a chance of some sort of exposure. Also, servers should wear face masks and look for places that have outdoor dining because that makes it much safer.
So this next one I thought was very interesting because the next one is using a public restroom, and they put this at low to medium risk.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
And I don't know if it's because we are more aware when we're in a public restroom of proper hygiene and not touching everything, and
Part of what the experts said was that bathrooms are already made with hard surfaces that can be cleaned down so that things are not spread. And also, you're at a higher risk using a public restroom if it's a small place and it's poorly ventilated. That makes a big difference. All right, number 4 on our list is using a vacation home, going to a vacation house with another family. And they're saying this is low risk, and I think this is good news for a lot of people because, people are thinking about how can I get away. So the trick is both families should be quarantining. Both families should be following the same kind of practices, and it's also better, of course, to go somewhere that's not super crowded, so that when you leave the house, it's better to go to the woods than like the crowded boardwalk.
A couple years ago, we went down to the Outer Banks, and we were at the far end, and we basically had a private beach because all of that is so spaced out that I think if you go to certain places, you may be
that could be perfect.
Up next, staying at a hotel. How about this one? They say low to medium risk, according to the experts. They say avoid common spaces like the gym, wipe down the TV remote and with disinfecting wipes, and beware of elevators. Use your knuckle to press the buttons. I feel like some of that stuff you already do.
I do that. I have always pressed elevator buttons with my knuckle, and I have always wiped down the TV remote in a hotel.
My elbow is like my best friend with things, because usually my hands are full anyways with kids.
I think my elbow's too big to press a button with it. If you can do that, that's amazing. All right, we have one last one, and that is spending the day at a beach or pool. And according to the experts that NPR interviewed, they say that is low risk, but only if you stay socially distant. So that's the really important thing, like you were talking about. If you can find a space that is a little bit isolated, that makes it much better. The water itself is not the risk. The sheer volume of water in a pool is going to dilute everything, according to these experts. But very interesting list. They have a lot more scenarios, and it's on their website, NPR.
Well, I think it is safe to say that 2020 did not really go as planned.
I know. I think about the night, New Year's Eve.
The New Year's resolutions.
We were out there celebrating New Year's Eve night. We broadcast it live at midnight, and we were all thinking about what the year held. And no one, of course, saw this coming. Not to the degree that,
we're in now, And what's interesting is, after that first month, the New Year's resolutions start to dwindle, right? You start to fall off a little bit, but still, we've seen some really funny memes. You've probably seen them too, where people are saying, my dreams for 2020 versus my reality.
Right, I like this one.
Plans for 2020 versus what's actually happening.
This sort of speaks to the, not only the freak out of what 2020 was, but the hair issues of 2020, because we can't go to the salon or anything, the barbershop. All right, so the next one, this one's good too. And once again, on the left is what was planned, her plans, and then the actual 2020.
All right, and take a look at this one. Softball Memes posted a great catch on the left and then catching the ball with your face on the right.
Yeah, so this is like a frozen moment right before something bad happens. And then this one is from an actor named Will M. Reed. And we hope that the 2020 thing is a scene that he has been in, and that wasn't something
that's actually happening.
But anyway, it kind of speaks to sort of what we're all feeling right now. And I think, it's fun, it's therapeutic is a better word, to be able to express sort of your dissatisfaction with what's going on. And it's always better whenever you're able to do it in a group. So that's kind of fun with social media.
Well, and as we've seen with comedians who we've interviewed here on PTL, lighthearted humor can bring a little bit of relief to the situation.
Even in the darkest times, humor can help.
It absolutely can.
All right. Something else that's caught on online, and Heather is our TikTok correspondent, let me tell you.
I don't know about this, but I waste a lot of time on it, I will admit.
No, well, you found us something to show on the show.
This is really cool. If you are a big fan of eating breakfast, some people skip breakfast, but if you like to actually make breakfast in the morning, this video has been circulated on TikTok and on social media. A lot of different people are trying it. This isn't the original video that got this started, but the Food Network caught on. And so they shared this video of how to make the perfect breakfast sandwich. Take a look.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
Okay, so you scramble up your eggs, you put them, in a bowl, whip them up together, and then you put the bread in the egg mixture.
This is interesting.
Cheese on top, and then you fold the egg into the middle of the pan onto the bread. Watch.
Heather, this is interesting.
Boom.
Look
Sandwich.
at this.
Done. One pan, no mess.
That is neat. No wonder this is catching on. We should try this in the kitchen.
I think we should.
Yeah.
You could do whatever,
Right.
Like you could bake in, whatever you want to add to it.
The bread was also shaped interestingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably use whatever kind of bread you would like.
Okay.
I think.
All right, so yesterday on the show, we were talking about the need to hug people because I think we all are feeling that, like the need for touch. And so this one woman found a wonderful way to be able to hug her mom. She wore this hippo costume, and now the hippo costumes are selling out. So are the dinosaur costumes because people want to be able to hug.
Yeah.
So Heather, I happened to mention yesterday, I haven't gotten near my dad. I have kept distance from him. I haven't been able to hug him. So you said
we could find something else.
Yeah. So this is what Heather has come up with, and I'm not sure whether my dad is going to. It could scare him.
Do we have a picture of it?
I think we have a picture of it. Yeah. Here it is.
I think we should do it. I think we should. Now, obviously, this is you that needs to wear the costume, so you ultimately decide. Unless we want to ask the viewers to weigh in.
What,
maybe
the viewers should vote on what costume I should wear?
Maybe
I don't know.
that would be good.
I don't know.
We're also going to need video of this.
Let's say we need video. All right. Well,
I love it.
Well, we will see. I mean, it's just such a weird circumstance that we're even talking about this. Like we're talking
make
about.
it weirder.
David, you need to wear a shark costume to give your father a hug.
So just go with it. Embrace it, man.
Thank goodness we have wine today. I'm telling you.
I also had this song "Baby Shark" stuck in my head all day.
Yeah, you were singing. Well, and I had it in my head too because you were singing it during the show.
And now all of you have it in your head.
Yeah. Thanks, Heather. All right, we better get moving because we have a lot ahead this hour. We're all rooting for area businesses hard hit by the pandemic, and that definitely includes local restaurants. So Pittsburgh Magazine dining critic Halby Klein will tell us about some good moves by area bars and restaurants that are keeping their doors open and keeping them connected with their customers.
And hungry to learn a new recipe, celebrity chef Adam Richman of Man vs. Food fame shares one of his mom's that she used to make using ingredients you probably already have on hand.
Plus, how you can get a special song delivered just for you or a loved one from a Broadway star. Heather and I will get a Sing for Hope gram today live on the show, so stay with us for that and see how these songs are actually helping others.
That and more as we are just getting started here on PTL on this Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. Thanks for being with us. We are glad you're here.